Hey guys, Coach Amelia Adair here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are feeling good, doing good. I got a good message for you guys today. Okay. Um, First, okay, I want to start off by just saying I don't even know, but I just want to say, guys, I feel so good, and I know I usually be doing my live walk and talks with you guys, but I'm gonna be honest with you. How can I say this? My plate is full. So I'm gonna do these videos for y'all, and from time to time I'll pop on a live walk and talk. I know I was doing them like, but listen, okay, if I gotta come deliver this message, I gotta make sure, you know, time allows me, and the energy gotta be good. I can't just come on here and just be talking, y'all. As much as that may seem easy to do, no, like I have to be just I gotta be in a great space, and if I'm working and stuff like that, I need time for me. You know what I'm saying? If I don't have time for me, then I can't give y'all me. Okay. Okay, so if you someone that love the live walk and talk, then subscribe to my channel just because I say the same things, to be honest. And I still be working out, but I be needing that time for me. So, not to sound stingy, and I'm sorry to just kind of like give you something and then take it back, but trust me, y'all. A message is a message, whether I'm walking or I'm sitting or I'm standing over there, or I'm in the car. The message is still the same, okay? And that leads us to our message for today. The message of today is, or the topic of today is, don't try to take shortcuts. Like a lot of us don't realize that there's a shortcut to almost, I don't want to say everything because I know it's going to be that one person in the comment like, there's no shortcut to this. But to be honest, there's different type of shortcuts. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe the shortcut for this goal is different for a shortcut for this goal. So roughly, okay, with any goal that you have, there is a shortcut. And excuse me. And when you are someone who is always kind of looking for a shortcut, just understand that you gonna get a shortcut. You know what I'm saying? Like if you work, if you like invest in taking shorter ends of the stick, you gonna feel it. Maybe you may not feel it right now. Right now it's good. You winning. Like you got everything you need and you got it in a snap of your fingers. You know what I'm saying? So you feeling like kingdom come. But what a lot of you guys don't realize is it comes. Or it probably already came, but you wasn't paying attention. But when you continue to take them shortcuts, you're going to feel it later on in life because you're going to be still, searching for this happiness and searching for this joy and wondering like, what am I missing? So then you're going to go back on another mission. You know what I'm saying? You're going to just be going on these cycle of events and cycle of missions and just cycles because you trying to kind of do bare minimum. So a lot of us, for instance, may have a goal to, let's see, I'm trying to think what's a good one. Well, I'm gonna use hair only because I have some background in hair. But if you like when I first started my hair business, I didn't believe I needed my license. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just like, licenses is for people that don't know what they doing, and I don't need a license. And I know how to do hair, and I got clients, and I'm gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? People trust my work, so I don't need a license to validate me. But what you guys don't understand is that shortcut, right? I don't need a license. And then 3 years later, oh wow, I got more and more clientele. I might need to open a shop. Boom. you can't open up a shop anywhere without a license. Okay. Now you can take a shortcut, pay someone who got a license, use them, you know what I'm saying? Or you could, I don't know, do short-ended stuff. But now you got to understand, now you're running your business on a shortcut. And now, you got to tread lightly. So instead of you sitting back and relaxing during the day, you always kind of hoping, the, what's it called? Board of cosmetology, something like that. You waiting and praying that board of cosmetology don't come in and see you, because if they see you, then you're gonna get a fine. So now that you took your shortcut, you didn't go get your license, and you opened up your shop, now you getting fined. You know what I'm saying? Now every time you turn around, you losing money. It's costing you. You know what I'm saying? It's costing you because you took a shortcut. What you should have did was the right thing, and you should have just went and got your license. But no, you don't want to take your license because it's going to take too long, or you have to sit in school, or, whatever excuse you may have. It's like, there's no shortcut. Okay? Let's relate it to relationships, right? So sometimes a lot of guys, they kind of like want a shortcut, they want the, how you say it, the milk without the cow or something like that. So now you got a shortcut, but now it's like, I don't know what, even bees, these bees is out, honey. They flying in my window. I'm so terrified of bees. Like, I got stung by a wasp when I was younger. And my sidebar real quick, and we won't get to it, but I was in this summer camp, and there was a wasp inside the camp. So I'm so terrified. I was running. Yeah, I ran around the whole, we was in this little lunch area. I ran around the whole lunch area. When I finally stopped running, the wasp was on me the whole time, and it ended up stinging me. I was just like, oh my God. So I think ever since then, I'm so traumatized of bees and wasps. And I try not to run, but it's like, I ain't there yet. You know what I'm saying? I ain't perfect. So I'm still working on it. Anyway, relationships, right? A lot of guys stay the shortcut, meaning, well, I'm going to just find a woman who, I could manipulate. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look for. So some men look for particular women to kind of manipulate so that they could get what they want. They want someone loyal. They want someone this. They want someone that. They want this, and then they want to say relationship goals and stuff like that. And I'm winning. But I mean, we all know relationships aren't perfect, but relationships can be happy. There are, successful marriages that people are happy and in love. And you probably don't see them because they somewhere being happy. They ain't got time to try to prove to you they happy because they busy being happy. You know what I'm saying? So don't be fooled because you may have seen maybe a couple mainstream failed marriages or mainstream cheaters and stuff like that. But when you go behind the scenes and you do the work, you can find someone that you can fully trust and fully, commit to and get married with. Because there's a lot of people that may say, oh, I don't believe that, or that's that, or they fail, or whatever it is. Listen, that is a way for people to feel good about the wrong that they're doing. You know what I'm saying? But if you believe that, this is kind of for the women, because some women believe they start to believe I don't want to get married. You know what I'm saying? And that's because somebody convinced them that marriage wasn't a good thing, or somebody convinced them that, marriages don't last. So they would rather settle and be in a relationship and be with someone that also doesn't believe in marriage. And rather you are Christian, rather you are atheist, rather you are Buddhist, this still, I personally know someone that is, atheist, and they married and they are happily married. So regardless of who believe in, what religion you are, and like, marriage is an amazing thing, an amazing covenant, an amazing bond that you grow with someone. And when you try to get a shortcut, you know what I'm saying, and not do the work, and not work on you, and not work on your insecurities, and not work on your trust issues, and just try to find your way around it, then of course you're gonna get the shorter end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? You took a shortcut. I'm not even gonna get too much into relationships, only because it's like, y'all be ready to send me a DM or email me, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, listen, I'm not here to argue. I'm not saying that you have to agree with me. You don't have to agree with anything I say. But the truth is, if you take a shortcut, you're gonna be shortcut. And that's just the natural way the world works. I didn't write that rule. You know what I'm saying? I'm just bringing light to that rule. I'm just, helping you guys understand that you can really achieve greatness and reach happiness and be successful and love what you do when you do the work that is required. And you know the work that's required, because when you're sitting there and you're looking around and you see where, you took all the shortcuts, you know where the work needs to be done. But the thing is, you got to set a date to start working on it. You know what I'm saying? To know is such a great thing, but to apply and to take steps and to keep moving forward is where things may get a little difficult, but it's worth the work. So take your time to analyze your shortcuts and start to do the work for yourself, for your family, for the better. Like, who wants to sit around and not grow? You know what I'm saying? Like, look at your bank account for the past year. Has it grown? Your savings account, has your bank account grown? Okay, and if it didn't, are you okay with that? Okay, well, exit left, because I ain't talking to you. Now, if you looked at your bank account and it grew a little, you know what I'm saying, but it could use a little improvement, then the answers that you were looking for are right in front of your face. You're not growing where you need to grow in some aspects is because you may have took some shortcuts. Okay? You have to be able to determine where that shortcut is in your life. So the shortcut can be, I'm only gonna name a few things, but I'm not talking to someone personally. You know what I'm saying? This is broad. So broadly, the shortcut that you could start with is your mental health. Have you healed from experiences that you've been through? Have you spoke to someone to just iron out those thoughts in your head or iron out those things in your heart? So that's number one. So some of y'all need to start from the top of the tier, okay? And then it'll trickle down, okay? So start with up here. How are your emotions? How are your relationships, friendships, familyships, relationships? How are those? How can you be an improvement in those relationships? How can you, help someone else? Another thing, another shortcut. Did you finish school? Did you finish school? Any school? Can you go and further your education? Why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, some people are like, school can't teach me nothing. Yeah, it does. It teaches your brain how to keep working. Some of us stop working our brains and then wonder why we can't figure things out. You cut your brain off. You stopped reading. You stop, reading. You stopped writing. You just stopped. And so when you stop doing the work, you expected your brain to still be challenged, but you're not challenging your brain. Like maybe playing little games, little puzzles and stuff, and that's cool for like, a little downtime, but do some research. Just do a research project. Just because it's not going to kill you. Okay? Because as you're doing this project, right? So, for instance, say I'm doing a project on single mothers, right? I'm curious. You know what I'm saying? A question. How many single mothers are out there? So, right? So now you're doing your research. And now you come across the article, right? And in that article, it explained, for instance, let's talk about Marilyn Monroe, right? Marilyn Monroe is a icon in America, but little did you know, as you're doing your research, Marilyn Monroe was not raised by her actual mother. Marilyn Monroe was, going through mama issues, and I'm not sure about daddy issues. I can't recall that exactly, but I remember reading, an article, and it was just going in about, how Marilyn Monroe became successful. And so as I'm reading that article, my brain is moving, thoughts are provoking. I'm learning stuff. So here I am just thinking about single women, and I'm understanding, wow, Marilyn Monroe was a hurt child, just like a lot of us in the world. But yet, she still became successful. You know what I'm saying? So looking at her life helps you challenge your life. Because now you can now I'm just using Marilyn Monroe as an example, okay? She does relate to me because growing up, my mom was in my life, but we had some issues, you know what I'm saying? But it didn't stop her from being successful. So that little article gave me motivation. No, I wasn't looking for motivation. I was researching the percentage of single mothers, and I don't even know how I came across the article, but me starting to do research with one thing, it's like a domino effect. So when I tell you to challenge yourself and just step a little bit outside of that comfort zone of not writing and not reading, and see where it will take you. Because you could read an article that'll start off talking about, let's say, lip gloss, and then it'll end talking about how to brand your business. So here you are looking at lip gloss and how it started and blah, blah, blah. And as you're reading that article, and this is just me just giving you an example, you learn some business skills. So now you're a little smarter. Now you know what to do with business and what not to do with business. Now you know what, you can kind of transfer into, the modern times. Because if you're reading an article from when lip gloss was created and things like that, and they give you business tips from back then, you probably have to see where they could how you could kind of mold it and switch it for today's times. So reading and putting your brain to work is a great thing, okay? Because it gives you that, I'm looking for the right words, it just gives you that wisdom you may need to take a step further, stay motivated, stay encouraged, and stop trying to take a shortcut with everything that you do. Some of us is always looking for a shortcut. Like when we see a new task or a new thing, it's like we're programmed to find a shortcut. Not knowing God don't want you to take the shortcut. He wants you to work. He wants you to do the work. Because if you take the shortcut, you ain't really work for it. You ain't really deserve that blessing. You didn't really deserve, you didn't really deserve it. You ain't really earn it. You know what I'm saying? You kind of just cheated and got it. And so I want you guys to just start paying attention a little more and smartening up and wising up and believe that you really do have what it takes. And it may be hard for some of us to actually believe that, just because like when we was in school, like elementary school or maybe even junior high school, maybe even high school, like we always kind of like, well, maybe not we, not everybody, but say you ain't studied for a test because you was doing all you wanted to do. So you like, all right, how can I cheat? You trying to cheat on this test. You asking the class before that, so what questions was on that test? You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, she asked this. Okay. Now, instead of you paying attention in class, now if you're one of these people, this ain't everybody. Now, if you was paying attention in class, you would know what's on the test. But you wasn't paying attention in class. You was like maybe daydreaming. You was, I don't know, thinking about what teens think about. You was thinking about that test. So when your friend come out that was paying attention in class and tell you everything was on the test, boom, you took a shortcut right there. Now you passed the test, but you didn't really get the knowledge. So the person that usually takes a shortcut don't really get the knowledge that's needed. You know what I'm saying? So your friend that told you was on the test is probably doing just a little bit better than you, and not really better than you because we really not competing, but may understand things a little bit better than you because they are taking the time to do the work. So if you were someone who kind of like, kind of do the work, but kind of like not do the work, you could be, it's only hurting you. Like you are hurting yourself because you need these things and you need this knowledge to help you grow. But you cannot grow if you're not comprehending the knowledge. You're not understanding. You're not applying. You're not doing the stuff that you know you need to do it. You need to do it. Or even shortcuts like, say you want to lose like 50 pounds. You know what I'm saying? 50 pounds is a lot. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it like it's nothing. 50 pounds is a lot of weight to lose. But you can also lose 50 pounds by going and doing surgery, right? That's a shortcut. But when you get out of surgery, then you got all this after work that you still have to do. And if you don't do it, you're going to gain the 50 pounds back. So what's the point in even going to surgery for 50 pounds? You know what I'm saying? Like, you still have to do the work. So instead of trying to cheat to lose 50 pounds real fast, go to the right aisle in the grocery store. Cook. Meal prep. Work out. Even if it's once a week, work out. Okay, you don't want to work out, walk. Walk. If you don't want to walk, honey, you got to watch this video about 20 times because you so, you know what I'm saying, down that you can't even walk. It's not that I didn't even smile on that because that's not even funny. But there's a lot of us that we feed into our laziness. We feed into our fears, our doubts. Like, we let it literally take over that we can't even walk. Now think about it. If you someone that can't even find the energy to walk on the treadmill, you know what I'm saying? Walk around your kitchen table, walk to the store. You know what I'm saying? Carry the groceries 2 blocks. If you at that point where you can't even do that bare minimum, you need a life coach. You need a therapist. You know, you need to take your life more serious. Because if you can't even do that now, just imagine yourself in 5 years. Imagine yourself in 5 years if you can't even push yourself mentally enough to walk. And some of us can't. Some of us can't because we have so much on our plate. We have so much on our shoulders and we're ignoring it. We're just acting like it's not there. We're pushing it aside. We're eating. We're doing things that we know is not beneficial, but yet we still indulge. There's so many articles, videos, knowledge out there about what causes weight gain and what doesn't, you know. And the number one thing, or one of the number one things, is sugar, right? Yeah, I think it's sugar. We know that. Everything we pick up, it tells you how many sugars is in it. All that juice, all that soda, you know what I'm saying? Coffee, creamer, everything. Everything has sugar. Ketchup, ranch. So you sitting there like, if everything got sugar, what am I supposed to eat? Vegetables. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of us can't live without rice. Can't live without rice. Gotta have the rice. Gotta have the rice. Okay, you gotta have the rice. Wean yourself off of it. Like, take it in smaller portions. Some of y'all try to just cold turkey it, and then your body just fiends for more. But if your body had 1 scoop of rice, maybe 2, the craving won't be so strong. You know, you could slowly kind of wing off of it. Because some of us, like, gotta have our coffee, 10 sugars, 3 coffees a day, or I'm out of it. Like, you ever ask yourself, why do I need so much coffee? Why am I so tired? Where is my energy? Where is my energy going that I don't have the energy to get up in the morning and do what I like to do? Because you like to go to work, because you like to get money, so you gotta like to do it because you do it every day. And if you're someone that don't like what you do, then maybe you need to put your energy into thinking about switching things up. We so afraid to switch things up. We think like if we switch it up, we gonna fail. Says who? Says who? Look at successful people and see where they started. Now see where they at and see if they failed. I know y'all like that, huh? Shake it, shake it, shake, shake. Shake it, shake, 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 shake. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to fail. You got all this motivation in the world. You got all the help you need at the tip of your fingers. You made it this far. And definitely you made it this far in the video. You made it this far. Your chances of failing is not as strong as your chances of winning. Okay? I know it may be so far-fetched because maybe you at step 1 right now. But start. And when you get to step 5, look back at step 1 and congratulate yourself for making it this far. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at you doing it. Doing what you thought you couldn't do. So, I know I said a lot in this video, y'all. I know I gave you some jewels. I gave it to you. So, watch this video twice so you can really get it down. This time when you get it, write notes. Like I said, some good note parts. I should have little notes in the video, but we ain't gonna edit and put all that up there. Okay, we're gonna just shaga la. Okay, all right, guys. So don't take no shortcuts. All right, do the work. Take your time to do the work. Okay, take your time to do the work and trust the process. You got this. Okay. All right, guys. Coach Amelia Adair here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.